Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Turbo Tabata. What a name, what a name. But Tabata, great, 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 great cardio and strength training program that I have for us. Tabata builds endurance. So we may be slow to start something off, but we're going to be able to keep going and going and going because we're going to have the endurance because we've done these Tabata workouts. So I did send some music. So if you want to hit play on that, we can get this party going with a little warm up. So Tabata, created by Dr. Tabata, a Japanese scientist. Let's roll those shoulders. And again, he built it for Olympic speed skating team to get their endurance up. And this is what he found was the most successful. So we take that from him and you work 20 seconds, open up that chest, 20-second work at 95 to 100%. You give it everything. And then you get a 10-second to transition. So 8 exercises. I'm doing 4 2 times per round. And we're going to have it nice and strong bodies. All right, bring your arms up, bring them down, open, up, and open, up, bring it down. Hold it here, bring it over to the side. Say hello to that side body. Back up, over to the other side. Say hello to that side body. And then let's take a big inhale all the way up. Just start to move, hinge those hips, bend those knees, bring the arms up, take it out, bring it down, and up, and let's just start with a little march. So first round is going to be kettlebells. If you don't have a kettlebell, do not worry about it. You can use a dumbbell, and I will grab a dumbbell to demo that. All right, let's start with a little pump, pump. So squeeze those biceps, little heel dig, push it down. Woo. We're going to go back to a toe tap and a tricep pushback, push. Woo. We were saying how great it is that these classes come around and we can work together. 1 and up, push, 1 and up. Take it out. Woo. And I know myself, I look forward to our nights. 1 more. All right, stand on one leg, find some balance, and start to open up those beautiful hips. Go the other way. And then we'll take it over to the other side. So find your balance, take it around. So we've got kettlebell swings coming. Say it, Laura Myers. It's a swing, it's a thrust, not a squat. Go the other way. And then we're going to take that kettlebell around. So just kind of jump, shake off your world, shake off anything that you don't need, and say, we're getting ready to work out. So you do need water. Grab a sip of water. We'll get ready round 1. So we're going to start with a kettlebell swing. So that is a hip thrust. So thrust, knees are soft. They don't bend into a squat. We've got 10 seconds. You want the kettlebell to be soft. You want it to swing so you can pull it back with your beautiful muscles. All right, here we go. 20 seconds. Take it up and push. So thrust those hips forward. Start waking up that heart. Cardiovascular system, heart and lungs going to get a little workout tonight. Push and up. Take it up. Woo. 1 more. 1 and 2. All right. Narrow stance. We're going to go around the waist. All right. Here we go. Take it around. Woo. And push it around. This is good for our obliques, our peripheral vision, hand-eye coordination, which we all need to keep challenging and keep using. Ooh, get that weight up nice and high. 1 more. Nice. All right. Staying narrow. Now you bring your feet really together. We're going to go into a narrow pass and then chuck the kettlebell into the other hand. So push it up, sink it down. Now, that back arm, you want to come straight out into a horizontal line. So you work those triceps. You're in that narrow. Here we go. That was it. All right. Hold your kettlebell if you have it upside down. We're going to do a wood chop to a sumo squat. All right. Here we go. That's wood chop, squirrel, up and down. Lift, sumo, up. We want to try and get as many of these in we can. We're cardioing our wood chops and sumo squats. Push it back and down. One more, up and down. Perfect. So those 4 exercises, we're going to repeat. We're doing okay?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Let's swing. Now, if you want to swing one hand, you can do that. Woo, push, thrust, open those hips and squeeze those glutes. Push, woo, and up. One more. Narrow your stance. We're going to go around the obliques the other way. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So hold it up high, but not high that your shoulders are taking it. My shoulders are still down. My back. Take it around. Whew. Couple more. Push that. Dumbbell, kettlebell, does not matter. One more. All right. We're going to go for those narrow squats. So get low and really make sure you bring that arm back. We want to engage the triceps. Here we go. Woo. No time for fooling around when you do Tabata. It's get at it. Push, swing that behind. Push. I'm using a 10-pound, just so you're aware, and I can throw it and toss it side to side. And there we have it. All right. Wood chop to the sumo squat. So hold it by the horns. Hold it tight. It's not swinging. You're lifting. Here we go. Up, close to the body. Squat, lift, push. Ears and biceps align. Push. Lift it up. Squat. Push. Up. Woo. And down. Lift it up. Woo. One more. There we have it. You put the kettlebell to the side and give yourself some room. Round 2, grab some water. Round 2 is all body weight. So we're gonna do head, shoulders, knees, toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. We're gonna squat, elbow to the knee. Squat, elbow to the knee. And then we're gonna do jackknives. We're gonna stay on the same side of the body for the first round. And then we're squat out to a plank and bring it back in. We're gonna stay low on that squat and the plank. All right, here we go. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, 4 seconds. So feet underneath your shoulders. Here we go. Head, shoulders, bend those knees. Push back those glutes, but really keep your head up. Keep your head staring at the screen. Right here, right at me. Oh, yes. Protect that back. Woo. Push those glutes back. Take it up. Oh, and there we have it. 20 seconds is so fast. All right, so we're going to squat, knee to the elbow. Same side, okay? We'll do the other side, second round. Open it back. Here we go. Squat, knee to the elbow. Squat, push, squat, and up. Woo! I want you huffing and puffing. We want to challenge our heart and our lungs. Get it beating, get it pumping, get it huffing. One more. Woo! All right, so I was going this way. Now I'm going to do a standing jackknife, up and up, opposite leg, opposite hand. Here we go. Reach and up, push and up. So one hand on the hips, one hand behind to remind you, keep your chest open. Up, push, woo, and lift. Take it up and up. Woo, one more. All right, come on down to a low squat. Nice and low. We're gonna walk out to a plank. We're coming back to the squat, but we're not gonna stand. Here we go. Walk out to the plank. Press the ground away, squeeze your glutes. Walk in, squat fully. Walk back out. Plank it. back in. Woo, go at your own pace, but make sure your heels get connected back to the ground and your body's upright before you take off again. Woo, all right. We're good? Yeah. Up we go, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Those same 4 exercises in a row. Here we go, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Remember, head up, glutes go back, push. Bring your chest right to your thighs. Down you go. And up. Woo. We're on turbo mode. Go fast, fast, fast. One more. Nice. All right. Squat, elbow to the knee, elbow to the knee. And 3, 2, 1. Let's squat. Elbow up. Woo. Knee. Get that knee nice and high. Engage your core, your obliques for that twist. Up. Glutes and quads. Push it down. Lift it up. Woo. I laugh at you guys. I don't know why. You just keep showing up. All right. Jackknife. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Shoulder back. Open or on the hip. Here we go. Woo. And up. Reach. And up. Go for length, right? Expand. Crunch. Expand. And crunch. Woo. And up. And there we have it. Down we squat. Get nice and low into that squat. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Here we go. Plank. Wrists underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes. Walk it back in. Sit low. Walk it through. Brush the floor away. Woo. And up. And lift. And up. One more. Plank it, plank it, plank it, plank it. And we rise. Woo. Grab some water. That was round 2. Look at us cooking. So round 3, I call my little dance step cardio. So we're going to do a grapevine back in Jean Fonda's days. You guys are too young to even know who she is. So it's 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Right? And then we're going to do V steps. We're going to go a little faster, all with the same foot leads. So I want you wide, even if you go outside your mat, into your mat. All right, here we go. Let's start over here, and we'll go this way for grapevines. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now you can add a little jump, a little step, little dance, push. Get those arms up. That arm above the heart. Woo. Yes. Hold it. One more. Woo. All right, V steps. Let's all lead with the right foot. Like I said, if you want to use your mat to make, I want you to get wide so you've got your thighs going. All right, here we go. Up, up, in, in. Same foot leads. Up. Woo. Dig it out. 5 seconds. Push. There we go. All right, this one, you're going to walk to me for 4, tap. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, tap, 4, 5, 6, 8. Here we go. Go. Woo. We want to always remember, we can be in the gym, nice and static, but in the gym, and statically is not life, right? Life moves us forward. Sometimes we go backwards. One more. Woo. All right, V step, opposite leg leads. Here we go. Up, up, in, wide, wide. Woo. Up, push. Great for the ankles. Woo. Push. There we have it. We're going right from the top, but we'll go grapevine this away. Woo. 2, 1, let's go. Behind, up, push. 1, 2, 3, up. Ooh. Up. Ooh. You can add that little jump. Ooh. Up, 1 more. Woo. All right. What we're V-step again. Same foot, leads. Let's go. Widen in, push. Now those arms, strong. You are super strong, confident, alive, woo, and healthy. 1 more. Woo. All right, we're gonna walk forward and walk back with that little tap. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 7, 8. Woo, tap. And up. Woo. Nice. Pump those arms. Woo. 1 more. Take it back. Woo. All right, last 20 seconds. The last round of those V steps. Get the arms, get those legs nice and wide. Here we go. Up, out. Woo. There we go. Up. Woo. Push. 1 more. Woo. Beautiful. All right, grab your water. We're going down on the floor. So we've got the kettlebells. We had our body weight. We had our cardio. Now we're on the floor. You're gonna do chest press with some leg raises. So you need a heavy set of weight, dumbbells. Remember, it's only 20 seconds, and 1 light dumbbell. You guys are gonna know all of these floor exercises because we've done them. All right, so chest press with leg raise will be first. So hollow, the lower part of your back is into the ground. Wrists are gonna be straight up. And then we're gonna take the legs up. We're gonna lift the chest and head, shoulders and head, and we're gonna do a leg press. So both legs up. Here we go. Lower the legs, press your chest. Lift it up, down, and up. Bring it down, push, and down, and reach. Press. 2 more. Down. And down. Beautiful. All right. Get rid of 1 weight. You're going to hold the dumbbell at the diagonal, and you're going to do a skull crusher with a hip raise. So here we go. Bend the elbows. Lift the hips to the ceiling. Elbows. Stay in line with your shoulders. Bring that dumbbell top of your skull. Push. And now squeeze your glutes. Take your hips as high as you can go. High, high, high. Lift. And up. Bring it up. And down. 1 more. Woo. Okay, light weight. You're going to do a hollow body hold. You're going to bring the dumbbell, a very light dumbbell, optional. Up, arms over, knees are in, and then you're going to lift, tuck your knees in. Lift it out, hold it, tuck the knees in. Hold that hollow body. So you're like a banana. Woo. And in. 1 more. Woo. And in. Nice. Last one, flutter kicks. So legs are going to be low, arms going to be up, chest up. Here we go. Flutter. Woo. You're like little salmon. Floating up river, jumping and swimming. Woo. 5 seconds. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your heavy weights. Don't rest. 2 dumbbells, chest press with the leg raise. Stay with it. Remember, you're strong. You're strong. Here we go. Lower the legs, lower the arms. Bring it down. Lift it up. Bring it down and up. Dig it down and up. Push and up. Oh, 1 more. 1 more. All right, 1 dumbbell, goes away. The other one, we hold the ends, hip raises with the skull crusher. Press into your feet, lift those hips, crush your skull, drop it down, lift and push, squeeze and lower. Take it up. Woo. No, you are getting stronger with each round. One more. Woo. All right. Lightweight, hollow body hold to a knee tuck. Are you breathing through these? All right. Take it out to the hold, knee tuck it in. Hold, knee tuck. Now hold it, even though we're doing super fast turbo Tabata. Hold it long, get strengthening. One more. Woo. Beautiful. Last one. Flutter kicks. Woo. All right. Arms up over your chest. Legs long. Chest up. Head up. Flutter. Woo. Swim, 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 swim. 10. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gaze into your chest. Woo. All right. That was 4 rounds. We're going to repeat what we've just learned. So I don't see anybody standing yet. And we do have to get back up. There she is.
What is a hollow body hold? You said it a couple times.
Hold. A hollow body?
Yeah.
So if I'm using a dumbbell, my arms are going to be up 6 inches. Where have you been, Shelly? You think you're
Africa?
You're retired and you've been on trips? All right. So we lift up into a little banana here.
Okay.
My body's hollow here.
Okay.
And I knee tuck it. I hollow.
Thank you.
I knee tuck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Everybody likes that extra long pause too. All right. We're going to go back to kettlebells. Did you get some water? All right. Grab some water. Make sure your area is safe because we're going to be moving again, right? So a nice kettlebell. We've got kettlebell swings. We've got around our obliques. Those narrow passes with the triceps. And then the wood chops. 2 seconds. Here we go. And let's go. Thrust and push. Woo. So we're going to do each exercise now 2 in a row instead of 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 2. So 40 seconds of each, but we do get 10 seconds in between. Push. 3, 2, and 1. All right, hold that. Same thing we're going to do. So it's that thrust the hips up. Now, if you want to take it and switch arms, you can do that. Otherwise, here we go. Take it up. Woo. Now that single arm is really going to be dependent on what size of a kettlebell you used for Tabata, because we're going fast here. We're swinging, taking that right up to your chest, no higher than your shoulders. There we go. All right. We're going around the obliques this way. 20 seconds, 20 seconds the other way. Narrow stance, shoulders are down. Here we go. Around and around. Woo. Nice and easy. And if you drop it, that's okay until it hits your toe. But it's not going to, ever. Just want to throw that out to the universe. Woo. All right, we're going to go the other way. Around and around and around. Working the core here. Here we go. Take it around. Woo. Take it around. Now those shoulders are not up here, right? Still down. Even though your arms are higher, the shoulders are down our back. Whew. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to do that dumbbell pass, narrow squat, but we're not passing the dumbbell. We're going to keep it in the left arm. So we squat, bring it up, squat, tap it, push it back, same side. Now you can tap it with your fingers just to make sure you're getting that swing and push back. Whew. Push it back. Push those glutes back. Get nice and low. 2 more. 1. Woo. And 2. Other side. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Woo. All right, here we go. Take it down, up, push, and lift. Push. Get that arm behind. Lift. Woo. And up. Swing it back. Straight back, right? Straight forward. 1 more, 1 more. Woo. All right. We're gonna do straight wood chops this time. So up and down. Hold that kettlebell upside down and solid. Here we go. Down and chop. Down and chop. Woo. Lift. And up. Woo. Lift it. Bring it up. Bend those knees. Big squat down. Big lift right over your head. Woo. All right. Last one. We're gonna do that sumo. So it's coming up, and down. Here we go. Lift, lower, up, push. Woo. Expand your core. Expand your ribs. Sink into those glutes. Woo. And up. 2 more. 1 and 2. Woo. End of the kettlebells. Grab some water. Going back to our body weight. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes. 2 in a row. We'll squat, elbow to the knee. Squat, elbow to the knee. Do the offset jackknives. And then we'll squat it out. Squat, plank. And then the next one, we'll hold the plank. All right. Whew. 5 seconds. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Feet underneath your hips. And here we go. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. So touch those shoulders, touch those knees, touch the ground. Woo. Bring it up, bring it down. Head stays up. Remember, you're looking at me. Keep your back and core nice and engaged. 1 more. Woo. Little shake, we're doing it again. I still have the same number of boxes, so we're good. Here we go. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Push. And up. Take it up. Get that chest right down onto your thighs. Woo. 1 more. Nice. All right, we're squatting. Elbow to the knee, elbow to the knee, elbow to the knee. Same side. And let's go. Squat, knee, squat, knee, squat. Woo. Same side. Now really try to take your head, neck, chest, everything to the side of the room. Push it side, right? And go right big into that squat. Push. Woo. All right. Other way. Open, open, open that chest. And here we go. Squat, knee, squat, knee. Woo. Look right over the side. End of your mat. Push. Woo. And back. 1 more. All right. Jackknives. So opposite arm to opposite leg. Again, make yourself nice and long. And here we go. And up. Squeeze. And lift. Up. Woo. So long. Reach. Right. This is a core exercise, but also the back is part of our core. Right. So we want to create space. All those vertebrae. Up. And that's it. Over the other side. So you want to expand, lots of room, and then crunch it so everything gets tall, strong. Here we go. 20 seconds, go. Woo, and up, lift, and up, take it up. and up. Woo. And lift. Puff and puff. Two more. 1 and 2. All right, we're going down. Squat to the plank. Only 20 seconds. Here we go. Walk it out. Hold that plank. Press it back in. Heels down. Walk it through. Press that floor away. Squeeze your glutes. Bring it back in. Woo. And up. And in. One more. Perfect. All right. Last one for this round. We're going to hold the plank. So come on down. Wrists underneath your shoulders. Heels back. Heels down towards the ground. Chest forward. Press the floor away. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your thighs. So active recovery on the cardio side. Active because we're working the core. 2 and 1. Walk your hands to your feet and then just slowly rise. Woo. All right. Back to the cardio. So we're going to grapevine. We're doing 2 grapevines there and back, there and back. 2 all left foot for 2 rounds. And then we're going to walk up, back down, walk back down, and then do the V steps on the right foot. All right, we've got 15 seconds. So remember that grapevine, right? Down, up, forward, crunch. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, lift. Push. Woo. And up. Arms up, arms up. Woo. Left. There we have it. We're going to do it one more time. My mat wants to move around tonight. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, jump. Push. And up. Back, 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 and up. Woo. And left. Bring those biceps with you. Woo. All right, shake that off. Let's start with the right foot. And if you want, you can do a box step. So same foot, and you're turning inside. Entirely up to you. Let's go. And up. Get those arms up. Strong. Big, long, wide step. And then you bring it in. Woo. One more. Woo. All right. Same leg leads. Another 20 seconds. Woo. Oh, yes. And go. Woo. Lift it up. Push. 5 seconds. One more. Woo. Give it a shake, give it a shake. All right, we're walking forward, tap, and back. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, tap. And up. Pump those arms. Woo. Press it. And back. One more. Woo. All right, got one more round, 20 seconds. So forward and back, and that little tap. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. 2, 3, drop. Woo. Everything's forward. Push. And up. Lift. One more. Woo. All right, we're going with the left foot forward for our V steps. Think about how strong you are. Think about how powerful you are. And here we go. Up, up, in. Woo. We're warmed up, so we should be able to get through these even faster. One more. Okay, this is turbo Tabata, right? Because after this, we're getting down to the ground. So I want to go fast. All right, here we go. Same leg. Go. Woo. Up, down, and out, and in. Out and in. 10 seconds. Woo! All right. You're going to need your water. You're going to need your lightweight. You're going to sip some water now. We're going to go down, chest press with leg raises, 2 in a row. So you got the option of doing both legs, or first round, all the left leg comes down and the left arm, and then the right side. Entirely up to you and how your body feels. And then we're going to do the skull crushers with the skull crusher with the hip raises, and then hollow body hold to knee tucks and flutter kicks. But let's get down on the ground. Tuck that lower back in, legs up, both arms up. And like I said, you do one side of your body for 20 seconds. Whew. Left leg, left arm, entirely up to you. Whew. Down we go. And up. Woo. One more. All right, hold it up. And we're going to take it over to the other side. Or you keep doing the same thing if that's what you were doing. 2 and 1. Here we go. Up and down. Toe long. And up. Up. Bring it up and down. Lower and lift. Take it out and down. 5 seconds. One more. Woo. Boy. All right, get rid of your one dumbbell. You're gonna feet flat on the ground, knees bent, arms holding the end, diagonal with the hip raise. Here we go. Up, part way down. Don't bring your glutes all the way down. Keep a little bit of resistance, a little bit of tension, but you really want to press into your feet and squeeze your glutes so those hips get as high as they can. And your elbows are staying in line with your shoulders. One more. Woo. All right. Little break. We're going right back up. Here we go. Get those arms on a diagonal and up and lower. Squeeze and press. Push and rise. Take it up and down. Woo. And down. Up. Press. All righty. Get your light weight or no weight. We're going to do a hollow body hold to the knee tucks. Second round, just the hollow body hold. All right, here we go. Lift it up. Tuck the knees in. Pull it away. Tuck the knees in. Lengthen your little banana. Push. Whew. And out. One more. Take it out. Bring it in. Lie it back down. So you can keep doing the tucks if you like. Otherwise, we're going to do 20 seconds of just the hold. Now, when you're holding, you have to breathe. Here we go. 20 seconds. You're breathing. At any point, just do a little tuck and reset your body. But you're down to 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Knees to your chest. All right, flutter kicks. Who thought of these? Ready? Arms up, legs long, flutter. Now again, dumbbell optional. You can bring your hands behind your head, protect your neck. Flutter, 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 flutter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And knees to your chest. Last one. Woo. Ooh, we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful stretch. All right, here we go. Flutter. Woo. Flutter. Point those toes, right? Toes are pointed. Legs are long. Breathing. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, knees to your chest. Nice job, everybody. Woo. All right. We are going to stay down to the ground, but move your weight so you have some room. If you feel like taking your shoes off, do that. Now, if you are listening to the playlist, you might want to advance the music because I do have a bit of, what's it called? Stretch music there. Okay. So you can, whoops, push it through. I don't know what I'm doing. You're looking for Teddy Swims Lose Control would be your first.
Good tune.
Nice, eh? Whew, if I can get it. All right, knees into your chest. Oh boy, first day with a remote control for me. All right, this is what we came for, right? All right, rock 15 degrees to one side, 15 degrees to another. Just give your back a nice little, lower back a nice little massage. And know that you just spent the last 45 minutes taking care of your health, hearts, lungs, everything got to work out. All right, let's drop the right foot down on the ground. We're going to take the right leg straight up to the sky. Walk your hands up your legs. Point your toe towards your forehead. Give yourself a little hamstring stretch. Now, if you want, bring your hands right behind your kneecap, interlace your fingers, and use your arms and your hands to move that leg a little further. But it's about the stretch, right? It's not about getting into an upside down split. Ooh. Hamstrings, hamstrings, hamstrings. Take it nice and long. And if it invites you to go a little deeper, go a little deeper. Keeping a subtle bend in that knee helps. One more breath here. All right, let's take that ankle, cross it over our opposite knee. So you're making that figure 4, reaching between to make the figure 4, one leg up, or you can keep the leg bent and hug it in. Want a nice little glute stretch here. So again, we hug in when we feel we can get there. Soft through your shoulders, even if you're hugging. Okay, we're going to drop the left foot down on the ground. Keep the right foot exactly where it is. Bring your arms out into a T. Take a nice big inhale. You're going to drop the top foot over to the left, and it may come down all the way to the ground. And then grab your ankle, if you can, with your left hand. But you still want to keep that knee straight up towards the sky. So a little IT band stretch. You may feel it right from the top of your glute down your leg. Ooh. All right, we're going to come back up. And now you're going to slide that knee over the other knee. So now you're knee to knee. And you're going to make some circles with your ankles. A few one way. And a few the other way. And then you're going to point the toes down around and then point your toes towards your shin. So forward and back for that ankles. Nice. Let's bring the feet together so they're side by side, knees are together. Bring your arms into cactus arms. Back of the hand kisses the earth. Chest opens up. Take a nice big inhale. Drop both knees to the right. Nice and slow. Hang out here, a little spinal twist for our back, which we used quite a bit when we were doing and swinging that kettlebell, right? The planks. And if it feels good, take that top leg and straighten it across and maybe move the toes up towards your shoulder. So it's a long leg, toes up. We'll bring that leg back in. Then you're just going to roll over just onto your side. So your hips are stacked, your knees are stacked, your feet are stacked. And we're going to go for a side lying quad stretch. So kick your, I lift my foot up first so I can grab the top of my soles with my hand. Then I'm going to bring the leg back in alignment and bring my heels into my glutes. And if you bring the leg back a little bit, you get a deeper stretch into the quad. Hold it there. And slowly let it go. We're going to roll back onto our back. Bring both knees back into your chest when you get there. No rush. Now this time, let's make some circles with our knees. So again, we're going for that massage into the lower back. You're massaging the four corners. Nice and slow. Take your time. Go the other way. And then when you get back to the center, we'll drop the right leg down. We'll take the left leg straight up into the air. Walk your hands up your leg. Point your toes towards your forehead. Soft through the knee, right? We don't want to hyper or lock that knee, hyperextend or lock that knee. And again, you can slide your hands, interlace your fingers behind the knee. Bring the leg closer towards your body. And say, oh yeah. A few more breaths here. And slowly come out of that. Take that ankle, cross it over your opposite knee. Use your left hand, open up your hip flexor a little bit. Just push on the inner thigh. Create some space. Bring your knees, reach between your leg there and bring those knees into your chest into a little glute stretch, figure four. Again, when you're invited, hug it in a little bit more. The goal here is to loosen the muscles, right? Give them a little stretch after we've put them under resistance and made them work. All right, we're going to slide or bring that right foot down. Arms come out into a T. We're going to drop the left foot down the ground over to the right side of our body. Right hand reaches for the ankle. May or may not get there, entirely up to your, sometimes it's just straight anatomy. But we want to try and keep the knee straight up into that ceiling. Another breath here. And then we'll roll back up. And you're going to slide that knee over top of the other knee. Bring the arms back up into a T or into a cactus arms with the back of your hands kissing the earth. And let's give a bit of love to those ankles. So rotate and go the other way. And then point your toe and then flex your foot. Point and flex. One more point and flex. We're going to bring that leg off, feet together, knees together, feet still bent, arms into a T. Take a nice big inhale. Drop both knees over to the left. Try and keep that right shoulder anchored to the ground. And then let everything really soften here. We're going for that spinal twist. Like we did on the other side, if it feels okay, take that top leg, bring it long and up, pointing towards your shoulder. Take another breath here. And then we're going to go back in that side lying. So we can do that side lying quad stretch. So onto your hips, knees stacked, hip stacked, feet stacked. Bring that top leg, grab it with your hand, bring that knee, heel into your glute. If it feels good, you can lift further back. One more breath here. All right, we're going to bring the leg long. You're going to roll onto your belly. Onto your belly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and just press yourself up just a tiny little bit. Feeling that engagement into your lower back. Shoulders are down. Elbows are pointing towards your feet. We'll drop back down. Then you're going to push yourself up and bring your hips, your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. And let's do a few cat-cow. So drop the belly, take your gaze up towards your ceiling, tailbone long. And then exhale, round your back, really make the connection to your shoulders, round up through the shoulders, round your pelvis. Drop back down. And push it away. Nice. Let's take the right hand up towards the sky and then bring it through and thread the needle. Come down, have a little shoulder stretch. We didn't do a lot of shoulders, but we are using them to keep us up and down. And we did use them when we did the wood chops. It's always nice to stretch the shoulders. And bring it up. And we'll take it over to the other side. So lift that left arm way up. See if your gaze can follow it. Bring it all the way down and through. Shoulder to the ground, cheek to the ground. Breathe. And then we'll bring it back up. Still going. Let's take the left foot forward. So you're coming into a nice low lunge. So your ankle and your knee are stacked over top of each other. Rise and then push yourself forward. So that low lunge, quad stretch. And now we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Drape so I have my left knee forward. I'm going to drape my left arm across. Give it a little shoulder stretch. Breathe. Bring both hands to cradle that front foot. Walk your hands back as you walk your hips back. Bring your toes to the sky onto your heel and then bow your head down into like a half split. Feel that stretch for the back of the calf, up into the hamstrings. And we'll take that foot back. Let's bring the other foot forward. Walk up. And then again, press those hips forward and pelvis down. Arms come out to the side. Right arm drapes. We hook it in. Give it a nice hug. Both hands come down to the ground. Cradle that front foot. Walk the hands back. Take the foot up to the sky. Bow with the hips. Hinge down. We'll take that back foot back to table. Curl your toes, press yourself up into a downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide. Go for a little walk, nice and slow. And feel the connection to the back of your legs as you press your chest towards your thighs. And then both heels down towards the ground, chest towards. So feel a big stretch through your shoulders, your upper back. Press that chest through, hips to the sky. Soften through your knees. Slowly walk your hands to your feet. Roll yourself all the way up. And that, my friends, is how you turbo your Tabata and you stretch. Hope you had fun. I hope you're discombobulated and a mess is what I
Yeah.